Now, I've never got so much hate in a video than when I compared this Citizen to Grand Seiko. In fact, I said that it murdered Grand Seiko because it was so good. Now, I decided to put my money where my mouth was because I got so much hate, and I decided to buy a Grand Seiko. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and this is All Things Random, mostly watch reviews with some random stuff sprinkled in between. This is going to be a quick unboxing, an experience that I had with Exquisite Timepieces. Not the first time I work with them. Always a positive experience. We're going to talk about that. And because I am offloading a lot of watches, if you guys are interested in purchasing one of the watches that I reviewed, check out down below in the description box. Watches I've reviewed for sale. I am offloading a lot of stuff, even some stuff I really didn't want to offload. But if you guys are interested in picking up one of the watches I reviewed at a premium discount, then check out down below. Now, I decided to buy a Grand Seiko. Now, the Grand Seiko that I have is the SBG N029. That is going to be the quartz GMT. Now, the reason I purchased this watch, and this thing is not cheap by any means, especially for a quartz watch, was because, one, I think the quartz movement inside is extremely fascinating. I think it's amazing just how accurate it really is. And I know everybody in the comment section right now who came here to watch me unbox my first Grand Seiko is going to say, well, why didn't you just spend twice as much money on a spring drive? Well, first, let's talk about why I wanted this watch. Well, I think quartz watches in the past have been kind of like, nobody likes a quartz watch because it almost has a cheapness to it. When you see the single tick of the second hand, at least in my opinion, it feels awfully cheap, like I'm wearing a Timex Expedition. Now, I can say this, and I'm not trying to be a watch snob, because if you're wearing a Timex Expedition or even a Tissot PRX Quartz, I would rather you wear that than an Apple Watch, and I have much mad respect for you if you are wearing a quartz watch. I really don't care. But for me personally, because I've been on this journey for so long, I prefer mechanical watches or even a manual wind watch. To me, the artistry inside of a mechanical watch is just a little higher than a quartz watch until I started diving deep into the caliber inside this watch, which I will get more in depth in the more in-depth review. So why did I buy this watch? Well, if I was going to spend a bunch of money on a quartz watch, I wanted to make sure that at least I had one quartz watch in my collection, in my forever collection. So I wanted to pick up this one. It's a travel watch as a GMT, and it's accurate to something like 5 to 10 seconds a year. Again, we'll get more into that in the full in-depth review. But while I do my unboxing, let's go ahead and discuss my experience with Exquisite Timepieces. Now, I've worked with Exquisite Timepieces in the past, and I first worked with them when I purchased my Ball Engineer 3, the Marvelite in the burgundy dial. Now, I was really extremely happy with working with them, and I made a video explaining how much I enjoyed working with them. And then they even were gracious enough to give me a Seiko limited edition watch to do as a 20,000 subscriber giveaway, which I did last October, November timeframe. Now, I wanted to get this watch on my own, and I didn't reach out to anybody that I'd reached out to in the past because I don't like using my influence or anything like that in an attempt to garner a better deal. I just don't feel right about that. And I was curious just how everything would go. So I went on the website, I purchased the watch, and within a few days, it was in the mail, and I got it in hand. Now, here's where the bummer of getting my first Grand Seiko actually happened. Now, when my original Grand Seiko, because this is the second one that was sent to me, now they wanted to do a turnaround so fast, and they wanted to get the watch to me as fast as they possibly could. It came in at the end of the day. They didn't really do their checks on it. They just grabbed it, sent it out immediately in the mail, 2-day FedEx. Well, it came in. I was like, okay, well, this is my first high-end quartz watch, and I really don't know why it's not ticking. And then I called my sales representative on the phone. He was gracious enough to give me his phone number. And he worked me through a series of steps where sometimes I guess these high-end quartz watches are placed for shipping. And it started ticking. And I was so happy. I was so excited. It ticked for about 20 ticks. And then it stopped. And my sales representative said, this is completely unacceptable. So I'm going to send you a FedEx overnight label. And if you can, drop it off. And we will order another one from Grand Seiko. We'll make sure we do our checks. And then we'll ship it out overnight to you so you don't have to wait. I mean, basically, I waited about another week. Now, during the experience, super nice, super gracious. I've always had only the best experience with Exquisite Timepieces. I would recommend them to anybody. So check out Exquisite Timepieces in the description below if you guys want even some standard Seiko watches all the way up to the extremely high end. So they cater to everybody. Super happy with my experience. The watch came in overnight. I picked it up, and then here we are today with this Grand Seiko SBGN 029. As we're sitting here now, I can tell you that holding it in hand, now I haven't wanted to wear it, but holding it in hand and just having it around, I actually really do like the tick of the quartz hand only because I know that it's not a single tick. It's a double tick. I know that the hand hits every single indice every single time. I know the artistry and engineering that goes into this quartz movement that, again, we'll discuss more in the next video of the full-on review. I know the history and background, and you know what? I am pretty happy with the quality of the finishing of the case. I'm pretty happy with some of the macro stuff that I've already looked at for the dial. The quality control is spot on and right on point. And it's funny how people say that Grand Seiko are the king of finishing, and they really are. However, I think the bracelet, and this is the thing that everybody complains about, the bracelet could be done better. But the case, the dial, the indices, the hands, all those are so meticulously done that there's no flaw in it at all. And the GMT function, the reason why I wanted the GMT is because I like traveling and I want a high-end quartz watch that I know that I don't have to worry about for years and years. And the way that they made this Seiko GMT is the fact that if you need to change the battery yourself, you can, even on this high-end watch. Anyway, so far I'm extremely happy with my purchase. Never thought I would actually buy a Grand Seiko quartz watch. The watch that I really wanted was the limited edition, the yellow quartz GMT, but they don't sell that anymore. And then I wanted a spring drive, and I just couldn't bear to spend twice as much money for my first Grand Seiko experience, even though I may have kept it truly for a lifetime. But really, I wanted one high-end quartz watch that I would never have to worry about resetting the time, redoing any of that stuff. I know that it's going to be accurate and spot on for year after year after year. I mean, 10 to 15 seconds of accuracy a year means I don't have to touch it until the battery dies. Essentially, until the battery dies, I don't have to ever change the time. And that is what really got me into wanting to get this watch, because it is a watch I can truly set and forget and pick up anytime I need it and wear it, and it's going to be extremely durable. Now, what do you guys think? I'm super excited to bring you guys the full review. I'm excited to dive into the history and the quality and the functionality of the quartz movement inside. I've been kind of diving in deep in the last couple days, but I really wanted to bring you guys this unboxing. This is my first Grand Seiko. So for all you fanboys that say that Grand Seiko is the best, blah, 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 really, when I said Citizen murdered Grand Seiko, guys, if Grand Seiko made a $400 watch, the Citizen would beat out that watch. That was the point of that Citizen murdered Grand Seiko. I'm not trying to compare a $9,000 snowflake Grand Seiko to this Citizen. It's ridiculous, you guys. It's comparable. Like, it is a $400 watch. So if Grand Seiko made a $400 watch, this Citizen would beat out. Anyway, I just wanted to put the last nail in the coffin for that one. Anyway, if you guys are still here, hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one.